Before we talk about Paul Pogba, because I know it's a very passionate issue for you boys, let's talk about this game.
Brilliant game. Everybody thought that Manchester United were going to sit deep and soak up pressure. Well, they did that after about 20 minutes, but the first 20 minutes, they closed the ball down, they won it off Arsenal. Arsenal once again looked unprepared for the game at the start, although they were surprised that Manchester United are going to close them down. And they didn't do it very well. We saw Koscielny give the ball away. We saw Mustafi give the ball away. Then they didn't react well when the ball was played into the penalty box. But after that, Arsenal played some wonderful football. They got some great opportunities to score and get themselves level. But David De Gea was absolutely magnificent.
Proper match, wasn't it, Ali?
Yeah. The first thing I'll say is that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
That was beautiful to watch. Now, that was entertainment. I've sat here before and I've talked about how sometimes watching Manchester United is just difficult to do. It is difficult to do because even having good players, Jose Mourinho sets them up to be defensive. But not in this match. Not at the start of the game, as Robert was talking to and alluding to, is the idea that Manchester United were able to press. And the reason they're able to press is because Arsenal were almost as if, hold on a second, they're going to press us? So what do we do now? Well, if somebody's pressing you and you're in trouble, you don't try to flick on balls across your box. You don't try to play too much. You don't try to overplay. Just put the ball on the other side of the field. You fight for it over there, and then you earn your right to play and you can have that possession. But they never did that. And once you give up 2 goals within 15 minutes, it makes it also very difficult. It was the David De Gea show because, in part, Manchester United dropped off in a manner that now it gave Arsenal that space that they were hoping for at the beginning of the game. It was a tremendous match to watch. It was entertaining. It was everything that you want to be. And it also showed that Manchester United can play and can go out and can showcase the talent that they have on the field.
I think this is a case of Jose Mourinho seeing a weakness in Arsenal. Catching them, of course, unaware, as you guys are both saying, but also knowing that there is no way that they are going to be able to bunker in against an Arsenal team that moved the ball extremely well. That's why next week it's going to be exciting to watch and see them what tactically they do against Man City, because Arsenal was a team, and we saw it as soon as they dropped off, Manchester United dropped off. We got a chance to see what Arsenal can do if given time and space.
Sure.
If David De Gea is not in goal, this game's a completely different scenario. We're looking at United coming out at halftime and having to change up their game plan again. The thing that really resonates with me is the understanding of what this United team is their coach is trying to get across from them. And that is the ability to change it up mid-game. To understand, okay, we've got our 2-goal lead. We don't have to keep pressing. Let's let them come on to us, and then use our ability to catch them at the counter.
But do you think he actually wanted to do that, or whether Arsenal forced him to go back? Because in the end, he was playing with 2 up front and Lingard playing sort of in behind, and then suddenly he thought, well, we're getting outplayed here, we're getting outnumbered in wide areas, so he put Martial back out into a wide area. I think he was forced to do that by Arsenal rather than actually choosing to do it in the first place.
I think he was very happy to do it and understanding the scenario they were in. Because you don't change a game plan because it's going right. You look at, they're up 2 goals, they get 2 goals because of their pressure, and certainly when you press enough, you're going to tire. But I don't think it was a tiring situation. I think they realized, wait a second, Arsenal has a little bit more impetus coming forward. They're certainly connecting passes better. It's time to drop off. It's time to get into that second mode that a coach has prepared their team for.
But I understand,
and they've done that very well.
I understand what you're saying, Brian, but they didn't do that very well, Manchester United, because they were not closing down the spaces. The chances were there. If David De Gea is the man of the match, it's because there were chances created and he's coming up with big saves. And so I think Manchester United got shy after the second goal, and rightfully so, because it's a natural reaction. Once you score 2 goals within the 15 minutes, you say, wait a minute, job done.
And their forward players started to get sloppy. There was a period when they were 2-0 up and they had a chance to counter-attack on 3 other occasions, and Lukaku either gave it away cheaply or Martial just dallied too long on the ball.
I agree with you.
And that's when they should have really killed the game off.
But that's why Paul Pogba was such a big part of this.
Magnificent.
Because the ability to play someone and know that person's going to connect that next pass. Because if you're trying to counter, you need to have that first ball stick and be able to connect that next pass. And that's what Paul Pogba did.